Sometimes we make things a lot bigger in our head than they are. And that also means that we might make more limitations in our head. We might make more blockages in our head. We might make things more difficult in our head than they are. And if you really break it down, there's more emotion covering the thing than there is actual problems with the thing. And of course, that's not everything, but that's a majority of things in our life. Because when I'm working with people, and they're breaking down and why they can't do this, or why this feels like a lot, or why they're struggling with this, or why they're doing it. And then I just ask a few questions, depending on where they're at, and they realize it's not as big as they made it. They're putting past traumas, they're putting insecurities, they're putting complications in there because their fear wants to prevent them from doing the thing for this other reason. So they're making it more complicated, and they need to do more steps, and they need more things, they need all these things. I promise you, a lot of things are way less complicated, way less difficult, way less big than we make it. We make it bigger. So if something is super big in your mind or your heart, and it's hard to deal with, or you feel like you can't take steps to do this thing, or you can't accomplish this thing, you can't reach this thing, you can't achieve this thing, work with someone, or just write it down. Ask yourself as many questions as you can to realize, is it big? Is it actually that much bigger than I'm making it? Or do I have an emotion covering it? Do I have fears that are creating, I have to do this first, but do you have to do that first? Can you do this first? All these things that you think you need to do this thing, well, maybe there's another step you could be taking. Maybe there's something easier that you could start with. Maybe it's not as complicated as you think. Food for thought, If something is, and that's the thing with overwhelm. The biggest thing I deal with overwhelm with people is just the feeling of a lot and not having the space to really think or feel through those things. So when it comes to overwhelm, which is the same concept, write it all down until it's out, and then you have the space to feel. And then you can see, okay, what are some steps I can take? Because my mind is making it much more big because of all these things. But if I can let it out, break it down, maybe it wasn't as complicated as I thought.